He will just have the farm, the survivability, and they just go with that. So, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Again, I like VP hits with the Infernal Blade, but Poshka will have to take a little bit of extra damage. No one. Colson up with 4 spirits there as well. Shadow rotates over. No one knows he's dead. There'll be a kill up on the top lane in the meantime, but the OD will drop. Lil looks at that last bit of damage. The Scorched is still up, and that's what he's actually burning Scandal down with at the moment. Needs a little bit more, but now he's gone in too deep. So he turns around with the Infernal Blade to Shadow. Most of that damage is instantly healed up, and they get Cold Snap back off cooldown. Shadow will drop. But the trade-off is the fact the Invoker is being involved in multiple kills in the mid lane. Meanwhile, that pressure on top lane. This is what they're using first nighttime phase. Yeah, they really want to try and fight this. So the Faceless Void, bring him in, double Chrono. Axmo sits on the side, Sunstrike's right in the money, and the Juggernaut voided down by Axmo. Solo trying to retreat back out again. Lil waiting for his right time. Don't know if he really wants to be helping out Solo here. I don't think he knows either. Invoker's going to go down in the meantime. Solo will die on the top. But a solo kill. TP rotators coming down. It's like Maposhka again going to look for a good arrow. Combine it with Sunstrike. Tide. VP's getting a hell of a lot out of their lanes. You get a very early Midas over on no one. The safe laner Ramsey's is getting crap tons of money. So on all those fronts, it's looking good. Starfall, level 3. That's a quick kill. Great use. They're coming down. They're going to try and engage on this. Lil's waiting over there in the tree lines. I like how he's actually got the Purge creep too. It's going to cause a couple of problems. And it's less. Oh, the Chrono. It goes off. The Ravage. Keeping the Omni Knight out so we can't go for the straight up purification. And now they just doom up the Omni Knight. No more heals available. Faceless Void gets ripped apart. No one. Well, he doesn't require much. But one level of Orb is already hitting like an absolute truck, and then they move into the Omni Slash too. VP take 3 quick and simple kills on the bottom. This rune setting up nicely. They still don't have Chronosphere up. Dire Observer sees Axmo moving around the tree line. They have to know something is coming their way. Solo's still on the back line. Needs to look for the stun. Actually tanks the arrow. But she saved no one's life there. Solo will probably lose his own. In fact, not probably, definitely loses his own. You're okay with that. The Juggernaut wants to try and chase down. Bonus movement speed's not perfectly there, but now with a gush. Have to time walk down. Partialize his Ravage, and he's going to commit it. They can just solo Omni Slash. There's no way to time walk off that damage. And Axmo's looking for an opening. And they may find one in the form of Lil, but they're looking towards the mid instead. Pasha doesn't have Ravage. He needs 8 seconds. 6 seconds. ODU will imprison. This will buy a little bit more time. The Chronosphere catches out the OD, but is going to get heavily stunned. Pasha blinks up. Remember that Ravage. Already blown. That's what gave the extra space. Omni Knight can't walk away. He's being spun, slowed up. The Moonlight shadowed with the Sentry Ward down. There was nowhere to hide. Goodbye, Faceless Void. My bad for not looking at that. Looks like he's building his own scythe as well. But he really needs to be here for the fight. They're finally going to get rid of that obs. I say finally, only took a couple of seconds, but they didn't want to risk their own lives. Smoke up from DX. I think they kind of know that if they don't win this fight, they kind of lose the game. Maposhka jumps in, breaks his smoke. Just for a Starfall on the creep wave, but the creep wave's still up, and now Void jumps in, hits the Chrono, but the Tide, he just gets imprisoned down. Hurricane Pike will also push the OD away from that arrow, but that Omni Knight down quickly. Looks like Shiva Ravage comes out from Pasha, but it really doesn't matter. I think they could blow every single major ability they've got right now, and VP still wouldn't have an issue. Invoker has to buy back, but you still have the Aegis, you still have the BKB. Maposhka! Multicast. The Diffuser Blade charges are flying free and fast as well. A buyback from Maposhka. Scandal can't move out. No one. He's got 60 stolen intelligence. He is an absolute intellectual beast at the moment. Losing his BKB, maybe not the greatest thing in the world. And it'll actually trigger The Aegis, the arrow, not the right time. It actually runs into the Tidehunter. All that intelligence that was stolen is now gone. It's hilarious, though, because all the intelligence still remains stolen on the heroes until they buy back. But this, like, Scandal's not up. Popochka goes in for another jump. He's going to take damage the second he comes out of this. Leap away, but the damage is already done. With the multicast, they have to let the GA go. But just diffuse everything off. Purge it off with a creep inside the Doom. And just keep fighting. 60 seconds without the Mirana. 30 seconds without the Invoker. Yes, you don't have your big abilities up, but there's no reason why they don't just rotate the bottom lane and keep going. VP just had the more stable lanes, the better draft. The Night Stalker never really had enough of an influence in this game. And VP got everything they wanted. Like, you get OD and Ogre as your first two. You get a Juggernaut, who already counterpicks two of the heroes that were selected by DX. Because it just wasn't banned out. Remember objective-based gaming, guys. There's just so much money, so much momentum that just flies the way here of VP. And now the Omni Slash with the Skadi Slow. You're going to Chronosphere up. Juggernaut's trying to go ham against Scandal inside the base. Doesn't really want to do the whole thing. Nice time walk. Removes a lot of the damage, but with the Orb attacks and Infernal Blade, it does enough. 64. Oh my lord. 64 stolen intelligence. He's just hitting away. Up to 72 at the end, but GG, well played. Virtus Pro will take the series 2-0 in what I would say is a comfortable fashion. This means they'll have a date up against Escape. That game is